Hi. So I'm 0xtutti. I'm the product designer at Curve. I joined there about a year and a half ago. It was pretty exciting for me to join basically what we dub the home of stablecoins. What got me excited in getting at Curve was that I joined a team that had a history of innovation. So Curve was born from a need to swap easily between DAI and USDC, and thus the stable swap was born. It also came up with a new governance mechanism and voting incentives mechanism. Then it introduced crypto swaps, a stablecoin, CRV-USD, a lending product as well, and then a savings product, and also what we dub FX swap, that I'm going to talk about it a bit later. So where it came from. Curve has been in the space since 2020. It's one of the OG protocols. It's one of the few that has withstood the test of time, basically. It introduced the first stable swap AMM. In the first year, it did 4.5 billion of volume. And it was really built for size. So initially, the founder, Michael Egorov, he couldn't swap DAI to USDC in a meaningful size without having too much slippage. So he basically came up with a solution. And this is pretty much how he operates every time that there is something that he wants to do on chain that he can't do the way that he wants to, then he basically builds a product. And this became pretty huge, and it's basically what supports a lot of the stablecoin market today. What's really important also at Curve is that we're decentralized. So we stand true to the ethos that came from the founders of all this blockchain technology. We strive on decentralization, which means that when we build stuff, sometimes it's a bit harder, but at the same time, it makes it way more resilient. And the way that it works is, at Curve, there's a DAO, that's a decentralized entity that votes on everything for the protocol, basically. And that also means that the CRV token, which is the governance token, can get locked, and then that enables revenue share for its lockers, and it also basically creates a supply sink for the CRV rewards. It also makes it that anyone can participate in the governance, and ultimately it's something that works at all times, even without us being there. With time, Curve went from being a stable swap AMM and specialized in stable swap to building a full DeFi suite. So today we have our DEX, which is our flagship product, and this is what's been powering DeFi since it launched. And with time, we added CRV-USD, our decentralized stablecoin, as I said, and Llama. That means that today, as an asset issuer, you can come on Curve, and you can have primary markets that go in our liquidity pools, and then you can have secondary markets that are powered by Llama and by CRV-USD. So Curve is the home of stablecoin. After its launch, stablecoins started flooding really into Curve. Today we have up to 274 different stablecoins that are sitting in pools on Curve. We have quite a lot of all the main ones, USDT, USDC. Also, DAI has found quite a home at Curve. And we reach up to 3.5 billion volume on daily basis. What's important, I think, with the stablecoin pool, the stable swap AMM, is basically it always gives users very deep liquidity at size as well. So it gives them very, very low slippage when they want to execute swaps. And for liquidity providers, it also makes sure that they are always in range and always earning yield. So our stablecoin AMM is, I'd say, best in class. It has often been imitated, but never really equaled. Today, you can swap 10 million for 25 bips at a 2 cents cost between two major stablecoins. What's also important for it is that it's deep, it's reliable, it's always running, it never stops. Even if we encounter issues with our front end, for example, it keeps on running at all times. And now this algorithm has been live for 5 years plus, and we see that it keeps on running and keeps on delivering what it was built for. Then part of our suite, we also have Llama. Llama is our lending product. and our lending technology. It's also an innovation in the sense that on traditional lending markets, basically when you borrow, if the price hits your liquidation price, you get fully liquidated. With Llama, instead of that, you get gradual liquidation below the liquidation threshold, which ultimately gives users more time if there is a sudden market movement, or it can even enable them to actually not get liquidated at all. And it also gives you higher LTV, so if you want to max borrow, you can do that more, which becomes extremely interesting, especially when you start to use yield-bearing stablecoins. We have CRV-USD. CRV-USD is what we deem a better version of DAI, or what DAI should have been. It's a fully decentralized stablecoin. It can be minted against blue chip collateral. It's also powered by Llama, meaning you have fewer risk of liquidation when you're borrowing against it. It's always over-collateralized. It's governed by the DAO as well. And yeah, only the DAO can vet the assets that are used to mint it. It's available also on many chains. And thanks to it, we also have a savings product that has been built on top of it, Savings CRV-USD, that currently delivers 9.2% APR since inception. Curve is basically an infrastructure layer for other products to build on. So since inception, Curve has served as the base layer for tons of projects to build on top of it. That goes from vault products like Urine or Convex or StakeDAO, but also it's what's powering the liquidity for tons of stablecoin as well, and for a lot of pegged assets like staked ETH or other liquid staking derivatives. On top of that, there's also yield trading tokens that are, yield trading markets that have been built, and more. So we just see more and more things. Most recently, the last project that was built on Curve is Yield Basis. So again, the protocol has been there for a while. We're one of the OGs. We're resilient. What we want to do is really build to withstand the test of time and to be there in 10 years from now. And we want to keep on powering DeFi. We have redistributed quite a lot of revenue to our token holders, so up to 160 million. We have also protected from liquidation quite a lot of people, so 323 million of volume has not been liquidated thanks to Llama. And today, also one thing that's really important is we're deployed on 26 different chains. So this is also something that we've noticed is our chains come to us to have Curve deployments also because with time, Curve has become a trusted partner, not only for chains, but also for a liquidity provider, as it's an infrastructure that they know and that they know they can rely on. So what's up with Curve? There are numerous innovations that are coming. The first one is FX swap. This is something that we're currently testing. It's also what's powering the new project that came from our founder called Yield Basis. What's really interesting in this one for us is that it basically enables pairing of non-US denominated stablecoin, and we're really excited to see this coming today. So if you are thinking of creating a non-US denominated on-chain token, please come to us. We also have LlamaLand. There are numerous innovations that are coming. One of them is adding the yield-bearing tokens as collateral and LP tokens as collateral as well, but also not enforcing CRV-USD for lending products. So this product, which was before not as scalable, is going to become much more scalable. We're also introducing another level of protection on top of Llama, meaning users will have even less chances of getting liquidated, making it safer to come and borrow on us. And for CRV-USD, basically the introduction of Yield Basis, which builds on top of CRV-USD and FX swap, is going to grow it quite substantially. And the protocol basically uses the Curve technology to solve impermanent loss. And there's more to come. ultimately, what's interesting is that Curve, as I said, is something that has come from the cypherpunk ethos. It's something that strives on it, and we really try to be as neutral as possible. So since the get-go, we aim to be decentralized. We aim to be also censorship resistant. We're fully permissionless. We're also building and constructing everything to be as resilient as possible. And we try to be as neutral as possible. And then, yeah, ultimately, we're also trying to be as secure and innovative as can be. So yeah, Curve is basically where DeFi lives and where markets belong. That's it.
Thank you.